Hello, class. I wanted to go over the schedule here because it is a little bit confusing for the midterm and the SOCA certification. So you'll understand what's going on with this. That SOCA certification stuff, this is the first time that we've really done it full blown as officially part of the curriculum. So I'm sure there's going to be some bugs to work out in it, but basically here's a game plan for it. So first off, you'll take the midterm and written exam, and then you'll do the midterm lab and the SOCA Gold scenario, and I'll explain that here in just a minute. So the Wednesday group will take that on 9:15, and the Monday group will take that on 9:20. So now let's take a look at our schedule here. Okay, so now if you go over here to calendar, you can see all the assignments that are due, past and present and future. So, of course, Labor Day today's no class, and but you do have a couple assignments that are due today: the motion instructions and the post quiz on the motion instructions. So on Wednesday night we'll be doing the midterm lab review, and then next Monday we'll be doing the lab review for that group. And then Wednesday night on the 15th, the Wednesday group will be taking the midterm lab and also doing the SOCA Gold scenario. And then on the 20th, the Monday night group will be doing the midterm lab and the SOCA Gold scenario. So the midterm written exam will become available on the 12th, that's Sunday the 12th, and be available through Sunday the 19th. And you can take that at home on your own. So I think it's 50 questions. I can't remember. I have to go back and look at it, but that is counted heavily on your grade, so make sure that you complete that. Now let's go back and look at this SOCA Gold scenario. And you should have this document available. And so what you'll be assessed on is basically what I'm going to do as you do the midterm lab. You'll be doing a lot of these things, so I'll check you off for each of these items. So we'll be able to assess that you know how to do each of these items. So look at these very closely and make sure that you know how to do all those things. And we'll do that as part of the midterm lab review. So we'll assess you on this, and that's how you complete scenario 1 for the SOCA Gold certification. Now, that doesn't give you the SOCA Gold certification. There's also a scenario 2 that you have to complete, and you'll do that along with the final exam and the final lab. And you also have to complete the SOCA Silver certification, which is the written exam. And you'll do that along in final week as well. And so when you have to earn the silver certification before you get the gold certification. So I've got a couple silvers there, and there's my gold that I got for Robotics 1. This is the one that you'll get if you complete the silver written exam and then the 2 scenarios. And that's SOCA calls that C215 Robotics Operations 1. And then if you take the next 8 weeks of this course, Robotics 2, you get the C216 Robotic Systems 1, and that's the gold certification as well. So, and it's the same thing. You have to pass the hands-on scenario and the written exam to get that. So just so everybody knows what's going on with that. And let me go back here. We can look at I'm going to go back here and open up class. I I have to leave student view. If it lets me, come on, leave student view. There we go. And we'll go back to courses here and industrial robotics. And if you come back down here to the SOCA certification for, it's actually, this is found in module 7 in our course. And if we look here, and this assessment record, let me see if you can see that. I'll go to student view to make sure. Yeah, you can see this. So if you look at this assessment record, this is the official form that I'll fill out. You'll put your name and we'll put the address and everything on here. And then I'll check off and sign off each one of these. Can you identify robot safety devices? That'd be like the e-stop and whatever. Perform a robot safety inspection and so on and so forth. So you can see each of these categories that you'll be checked off on. So just make sure that you know how to do those. I think we've actually done all of these in the course of doing the labs that we've done to date. So you should be able to do this with no problem. Okay. Now back to our PowerPoint, and so there's the schedule, and then coursework after the midterm. So we'll go back to our calendar, and you can see here that after the midterm, on Wednesday the 22nd, the Wednesday group will be working on lab number 10, copy and edit, and lab number 11, I/O instructions, and then the Monday group will do that on Monday. Now we also have to look at, are we going to have to schedule a makeup day for Monday, because you're actually, well, one Monday behind, because the first night of class we all met together and did the same lab. So the Monday group is basically one class behind. So I'll just see how we do, and if we can catch up with the Wednesday night group without scheduling a double lab week for the Monday group, we won't do that. So we'll assess this after the 1st of October. We'll see how you're doing. So anyway, after the midterms and we get done with the assessment, we're going to be going into labs 10 or modules 10 and 11. So we skip module 9 because that's called robot integration, and that's actually a field trip. And we're not going to do a field trip right now because of COVID and all that stuff. But basically, we need the class time to do labs. So I think that's it. And if you got any questions about anything, email me. Just remember, we're going to be doing the dates. Just remember the dates that we're going to be doing the midterm lab and the SOCA scenario, and start preparing yourself for that. And make sure that you do the midterm written exam on time, because that does count heavily on your grade, and it will only be activated for 1 week. Okay, so email me any questions that you have, and have a great Labor Day. I'll see you all in class this week. Take care.